Everyone in town called him the Silent Man. His name was Mr. Whitaker, an old man who lived alone in a weathered cottage at the edge of the woods. No one really talked to him. No one knew much about him. Just stories, that he once had a family, and lost them all. He came into town once a week. Always the same routine. Buy groceries, sit in the park, and write in a small leather journal. Kids were afraid of him, adults kept their distance. But a teenage girl named Emily, curious and kind-hearted, saw something different in his eyes, sadness, not danger. One day, as Emily sat at her usual bench with her sketchpad, she noticed something. Mr. Whitaker was gone, but he'd left behind his journal. Out of instinct, she picked it up and chased after him, but he was already out of sight. She hesitated, then flipped it open. What she saw weren't notes, they were letters. Dozens of letters, all written to the same person. To my daughter, Lily. Emily's heart sank. Each letter started the same way. My dearest Lily. I don't know if you'll ever read this. They were filled with love, regret, memories of bedtime stories, birthdays missed, and the crushing silence of a father who never stopped waiting. One letter read, I still bake that lemon cake you loved. I can't eat it anymore. But it smells like you're home again. Another. They said I wasn't fit to raise you, maybe I wasn't. But I never stopped trying, even if only on paper. Emily's hands trembled. This wasn't just a journal, it was a heart bleeding ink. That night, she couldn't sleep. She searched online, and finally found something buried deep. A decades-old case. Mr. Whitaker had lost custody of his daughter after a tragic accident that took his wife's life. Rumors claimed he'd abandoned his child. But the letters said otherwise. He had tried, again and again. And no one ever listened, until now. Emily knew what she had to do. She returned the journal to him the next morning. Mr. Whitaker looked at her, startled, speechless. She simply said, I read them. She deserves to. For a moment, he cried. And then smiled for the first time in years. 2 weeks later, something miraculous happened. With Emily's help, they found Lily. She was 31 now, living in another state, raised by a foster family. When she read the letters, she broke down in tears. I thought he forgot about me. That weekend, she came to visit. Mr. Whitaker stood frozen as she walked up to him. No words. Just a long, tearful hug, 27 years in the making. Some stories are never told. Some letters are never read. But love, when it's real, finds a way back. All it takes is someone brave enough to open the pages. Moral. Never judge someone by what you hear. Sometimes the quietest people carry the loudest truths. And sometimes, healing begins when a stranger decides to care.